Here we go. All right. I am sitting here with Sydney Campos, and we're going to talk about your upcoming wellness retreat in the Big Island of Hawaii at the end of the year. What a fantastic way to ring in the new year. I can't wait for people to hear about this. We've been talking about it, and boy, if we didn't have plans already, concrete plans, I would have changed them and we would be on this retreat. It is amazing. So I'm going to start off by asking Sydney, who's just an exceptional retreat leader and leader in the retreat space, I would say, and has a lot of other skills too. But I want you to just kind of introduce yourself and tell everybody about you and your upcoming retreat.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction, Ron. Really honored to be with you, and thank you for that compliment. We would love to have you maybe another time. And yeah, I feel like I'm taking everybody home, honestly. That's what this group feels like. So I lived in Hawaii, on Maui and Big Island for years. It felt like a long time. It happened that I was guided to move to Maui right before the pandemic. I was just intuitively guided over there. The islands called me, the land calls us there when it's time. And I had no idea. And I got to be in paradise at such a time when it was just so quiet, you know. It was empty. And it was really such a sacred time. And I got to do some of the most, potent healing I could have ever imagined possible in terms of really rebuilding my nervous system. I moved in 2019. I had already been a practicing energy healer for about 5 years. I'd been a coach and a consultant working in startups and helping build conscious companies, and always playing at the intersection of energy, intuition, and business, and really wanting to work with visionaries who are here to bring the new earth forward through their creation. And so, I'd had a lot of experience. I had done a lot of training in different modalities and facilitation. I'd even already hosted retreats all over the world, like in Bali and Sedona and Mount Shasta and some of my favorite places, upstate New York, even LA. And so when I got to Hawaii, I was invited to slow down at a different level than ever. And I was meant to sit with myself alone and in nature and just really feel so much that I had been running from my whole life. And it wasn't, all in one and done. It was over many years. I was there for about 3.5 years, actually. And it was some of the most profound time of my life and expansive. And I finished, writing a book while I was there. And I say all this to say that this land is such an absolute sanctuary. That's why this retreat we're having in the Big Island, it's called the Soulmatic Sanctuary, which is a play on somatic, meaning, to be in the body and all about embodiment and really inhabiting this being. And then the soul, and allowing the soul to have a temple, a vessel to come into, and then sanctuary, like a place to call home, calling your body, your soul, feeling at home. And then also playing in our multidimensional abilities more and visiting sacred sites and doing really powerful rituals for manifestation and healing and just, letting go. This time that we're in right now collectively is such a deep time of letting go, of releasing old ideas, old beliefs, old identities. And this is the perfect opportunity. I mean, I called this in for myself, right? And I'm basically inviting other people to join me who want to share. It's really this time to really truly let go of all of the old and then welcome in the new and our vision and our dreams, and with so much support, with so much abundance, nourishment, and fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Yeah, it truly sounds like it's going to be a transformational experience
Mm,
from beginning to end. Uh, Walk us through what this journey is going to look like for people.
sure. Well, a lot of it, I will say, we will be listening to the moment and see how the magical land is going to guide us. And to be honest, I don't know what is going to happen right now. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that my experience has shown me that when I set powerful intentions to bring a group together like we are, and that we're meeting in a really powerful place at a powerful time, absolute magic happens, like completely. And then of course, I set up certain elements to the experience that I know work really well and that feel really good. And like massages and amazing food, like gourmet, beautiful, fresh food from the land. A lot of space for yoga, movement, meditation, qigong, like some of my favorite embodiment practices, breath work.
Yeah.
Favorite rituals like cacao ceremony and different types of healing rituals that are really rites of passage that will help us to cleanse our mind, body, soul, spirit, and just really create the space, to allow a new vision, a new feeling of oneself to land. And yeah, and different. I facilitate all kinds of different modalities, and from family constellations to akashic records to somatic experiencing to there's a huge menu and inner child healing and visionary, you know, um, like authentic relating and ways to really express and explore your vision while being witnessed with others, which is so powerful.
Yeah.
And getting feedback and playing in your intuitive abilities and gifts. And so there's definitely an abundance of facilitation and kind of almost training and practice that we'll be sharing.
Yeah.
And something I really love to bring into retreat space is this permission to really listen to the moment and listen to the group and follow the group energy, right? Because we're going to be this really intimate group of 10 people and then two facilitators, myself and my friend Colin, who's from the Big Island, and he's like a master movement and qigong guide, and just we'll have a lot of sound healing and just multidimensional support across the board, just
Yeah.
full system harmonization and a lot of space to also rest. I've gone on retreats, not so much anymore, but earlier on in my journey, and I've
Mhm.
gotten this feedback from others that the worst thing is to go on a retreat that you then need a retreat from because you're exhausted because you didn't have any time to rest and there was too much activity. And so I really am very conscientious of allowing a lot of space, especially in a place like Hawaii. You don't need to do a lot, to just rest and relax and really be with yourself. And we might even have some time of like silent meditation practice. And you can just be wandering the land and walking around barefoot. And our retreat center is a meditation sanctuary. So it's just gorgeous land, really quiet in the jungle, close to the ocean, just heaven on earth.
Well, I love, I mean, it sounds like this is going to be such a soul enriching experience. And I love how you've been so intentional about the people that you're bringing together for
Mm.
this venture. And I'm sure, so many people are drawn to you because of your energy. But
Mm.
I was really impressed by, when you mentioned some of the people that are going to be attending. Um, it just sounded like such an amazing group.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. It feels like family, and that's really what I love to create whenever I am, inviting people to come together for whatever it is, whether it's a mastermind in business or a healing retreat or a mixture.
Yeah.
And yeah, just this feeling of welcome home. And here are some really resonant souls that can support you and that want to honor you and just be with you in this adventure, and also be with you in this healing process. And so it is a nourishing, wellness focused retreat, but I would say it's also for people that are really ready to deeply transform and shift at a
Yeah.
core level. Like this is a deep experience of transformation on all levels, and that's how I love to play, and I love to attract other people that are really ready for that, because it's, there's courage and bravery are really required to get real, to get vulnerable, to really be seen by others, to be who you really are in front of others, and then really like this process of coming home to yourself. It's never ends as long as we're alive, and it's my favorite thing ever is just to hold space for people to feel safe
Hmm.
so they can really let go of all the masks that they
Yeah.
didn't know they were wearing.
Yeah. My experience on this type of retreat is that it really is a co-created experience.
Mhm. Yeah.
Everybody's involved. Everybody's there very intentionally, open-minded, welcoming. and really helpful. It's, you know, everybody has the same ambition, and it's that that mutual interest of getting through the journey in a way that is really transformational,
Mm.
which makes it very special. And so when you um, you know, pull these people together, you know what that's going to take. You
Mm.
know the kind of people that are going to uh, create that atmosphere of transformation. So I really appreciate that. And it sounds like you got a couple spots open for people that are watching this that might just kind of eke in at the last minute, but
Yeah,
they've got to go through a little bit of an application process, I'm sure.
Me too.
Um,
Yeah, like to your point, it's co-creation and really, I mean, part of the experience I love to offer too is where people can step up to the plate as leaders, you know, and I believe that each and every one of us is a leader and we have a great gift to give. And
yeah.
there ends up being this component of the retreat that's, you know, there's space for you to step in and share and offer, even lead in some cases, like if you want to offer a practice or guide an experience, or you know, you have an idea or an inspiration moving through you in the moment for something the group can do, you know,
Mhm.
that is a core part of it. And so we do have an application as it's very curated, and
Yeah.
really application is a chance for you to set your intention also and really ask, you know, what do I want from this experience? Because the experience will be designed according to what you really most desire receiving. And then
Right.
you can also go through and say, you know, here's what I am gonna contribute just in my presence, in my being. These are the gifts that I'm here to give into this constellation of other beings.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds just
It's
amazing. Amazing is what it sounds like.
gonna be so fun too, because you know, I lived there, Colin's room there. Like we just had, it's like the ultimate local experience. And then another thing I really want to share is that we're going to be giving back to the local Hawaiian community and doing some,
That's so
you know,
special.
part of the proceeds, or we're giving back to a nonprofit. The retreat center is a spiritual center, like a nonprofit. We're going to be, you know, supporting by being there.
Yeah.
And we're going to be working with local Hawaiian elders who are going to be sharing about, you know, tradition and history. And
Wow.
it's really special to go to a place like this and like pay our respects and really learn from these wisdom keepers. You know, they're just such wisdom in these traditions, and it's just,
Yeah.
I'm in complete awe that we get to go be there.
Yeah. Well, Hawaii is like my home away from home.
Yeah.
Times. Love Maui, love the Big Island, love all the islands. Uh,
Hmm.
each one has something special,
Hmm.
different, unique. But just yeah, from a spiritual, sacred, uh, soulful point of view, I can't think of a better place to spend the New Year's uh, and your intentions for the new year. I mean, that's just amazing. So, how do people learn about this?
Yeah, well, you can look, we have a website, the Soulmatic
Of course, include
Sanctuary.
information. We'll be including uh, information. People are already probably dialing in as we speak, but
I love that.
but you know, there's information down at there in a link to your website and so forth. But yeah, it's I would hurry if I was them. I would. I think these spots are going to be taken pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's always the perfect group. It's really, you know, it's a calling,
Mhm.
and so you
Yeah,
know if you're meant to be there. And then yeah, and I would just say if people want to connect more, like just please fill out the application, share your intentions, really
yeah,
feel into the opportunity, and then we can always have a call, and I'm happy to speak more with you.
yeah. I mean, that's so important because you want to make sure it's a good fit for everybody.
Yeah.
That's really the key to the whole thing, and really one of the big keys to success on
Hmm.
these type of events. Really, really great. So we'll
Mm.
include that information. And your website again is
It's the Soulmatic Sanctuary, or you can find it also at sydneycampos.com.
cindycampos.com. Awesome. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that you want people to know about this?
Whether you join us or not, I just, you know, we're in such a pivotal moment. This, you know, we're recording this in October. These last few months of the year are really huge. It's a huge time for us to be cleaning out the old and allowing space to really welcome in a new way of being and seeing and creating together. And it's really the perfect time to put resources and intention into healing the nervous system, to build more strength and stability, to be really present, because our world, if not already chaotic and overwhelming, it seems like the volume is getting turned up on every level.
Yeah.
And, you know, those of us that can sense into a different way, that came here to build a different way, it's so important for us to be resourced and ready. You know, we're holding these pillars of light all over the planet, and really deserve to be deeply supported. And so I just want to echo that for anybody listening. Like, I really wish that you are all supported fully, and that you remember you're not alone.
Well, we appreciate here at Via Zara everything you're doing. And this really is our mission, to help individuals like you who are doing so much to help people out there. And it's such wonderful work you're doing. And we really appreciate it and want to do everything we can to help you. So
Thank you.
if people see this, take advantage of the special offer and invitation, and really have a vacation with real intention.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.